Hey everybody. All right. So, I have been getting a lot of questions lately about what is the best way to start a healthy lifestyle, to start with young living, all the things. Well, obviously, in the way I started a healthier lifestyle was with young living. Um, that is what has brought myself and my family into living healthier, which has been phenomenal. So, as far as starting with Young Living goes, the best way is, of course, to start with a kit because a kit is a phenomenal deal. I think anyway, phenomenal. They're like at least half price. It's amazing. Plus, of course, the kit gets you a wholesale membership with Young Living, which means that you're automatically getting 24% off of retail on everything you purchase, which is amazing. So I always recommend starting with a kit. Now, don't, guys, I understand there are lots of kits. The one I'm going to talk about today is my favorite and the one that I got started with. There may be a kit that's a better fit for your family. If you are not sure, talk to me, please. Either drop me a comment, send me an email, whatever. Talk to me. I will gladly help you figure out which kit is the best fit for you and your family. But for me and mine, this is the one we started with. So, this is the premium starter kit with the oils. So, I'm going to show you everything that comes in here. Mostly. Some of it I'm just going to talk about. But I'll show you the big things that come in this one. And I'm going to kind of tell you why I think it's the best way to get started and why I chose to start with it. All right. So, first off, it comes in this beautiful box. And as you can tell, this one is still sealed. This is a brand new kit that has not been opened. And I do keep one of these on hand in case I have anyone who needs their kit like ASAP. They cannot wait for one to come in the mail. And I've had a couple of people that needed it pronto or that wanted it pronto. And so I'm very blessed to have one on hand that I can help people out with, which is awesome. All right, so it comes with a beautiful box and it comes with a beautiful diffuser. Now, this is the Desert Mist diffuser that I chose to come with my oils. You've got a choice of like four that comes with this kit. The Desert Mist is just one of them. It's the one I like. I think it's really pretty. And the diffuser inside the shell. So this is a pretty cool diffuser. It's got like 11 light settings. Several different colors. Of course, a setting that goes through all the colors, a candle flicker, pretty sweet. It's got 3 different mist settings, high, low, and intermittent. Intermittent can go for up to 10 hours, which is pretty awesome. So I do love this. Now, I have had a friend of mine, she's like, it's so pretty, but I'm afraid my kids will break it because it looks like it's porcelain. It's not, it's plastic. So I don't mind keeping this around my kids. This lovely shell is plastic. So again, I don't mind keeping it around my kiddos or around my cats who also like to knock things over. So diffuser of your choice. There are fancier ones, but both the Desert Mist and the Dewdrop have the exact same functionality. So they have the same light settings, the same mist settings. It's just aesthetics on how they differ. I personally like the Desert Mist. I think it's beautiful. All right, so inside the gorgeous box are 12 oils. And you're like, gee, I've never used oils before. 12 seems like a lot. What do I do with them all? Oh, friend. All right, so this is what I use them for and how I use them. And I'm not going to go through them in any particular order, but do know that there are 12 of them. First one that I happen to grab is Thieves. So this comes in both regular and Vitality. See that lovely white label This is a Vitality Thieves. I've got a regular Thieves somewhere. Anyway, the colored labels are regular. So Vitality oils are, of course, labeled for ingestion. So this Thieves being Vitality, I'd say, you know, I throw it in my fall apple salad. I make Thieves tea. I put Thieves in my morning capsule, whatever. How do I use this on a daily basis? Honestly, I rub Thieves on the bottom of my feet every night to help make sure my immune system is pumped up and where it needs to be. I use Thieves all the things. So I've got Thieves cleaner, I've got Thieves dish soap, I've got Thieves laundry detergent, I've got Thieves hand soap, I've got Thieves dishwashing powder, I've got all things Thieves, because I know what this blend helps me with, and I love the smell. It smells awesome. It smells very spicy. So a lot like fall and Christmas and this time of year. So Thieves year round is awesome for me. I love it. And I'm going to try and make these short, but trust me, I can go on and on. So next one is peppermint. Peppermint is one of my favorites, especially in the summer, because peppermint is very cooling, and I live in the South and it gets very hot. Very hot. So a little peppermint spray helps keep me cool when I am toasty. Peppermint, of course, this also comes in Vitality. So peppermint, anything you like peppermint flavored, peppermint hot chocolate, peppermint brownies, peppermint tea, peppermint whatever you like peppermint in, peppermint, awesome. But yeah, that's peppermint. Peppermint's also great for like waking you up when you're sleepy. It's very energizing. That's what I was looking for. Energizing. And of course, lavender. Lavender is awesome. I like lavender. It smells very much like lavender flowers. So it's very calming smell. This one goes in my little girl's diffuser every night to help her sleep. It's pretty awesome. Lavender is one of those, you can use it for just about anything. So if I'm not sure what oil to grab, a lot of times I'm reaching for lavender. Lavender is great for all things skin. Lavender, it's good for all kinds of stuff. All right, peace and calming. Y'all, this one actually did not come in the kit when I bought mine. But I got a tiny little sample, and it was like my favorite from the beginning. I loved it. And it took me forever to buy a bottle because I wanted it for me. And I don't know if you guys are terrible about doing stuff like that, but usually if I'm getting it for somebody else, I have no problem doing it. But if I'm getting it for me, it like sits on the back burner forever. So my first bottle of Peace and Calming was actually a freebie. Young Living does promotions every month if you meet certain criteria, and that month I happened to meet the criteria for a free bottle of Peace and Calming. And I haven't been without it since, because I found out it wasn't just for me. It was also for my sanity when my children are busy having meltdowns or whatever. My little girl one day was having this huge meltdown over nothing. I don't even know what she was upset over. It was probably hormones because, you know, she's like 5 and growing and tons of hormones. Anyway, she was bawling her little eyeballs out because her brother touched the little trowel she was using in the garden when they were outside with Daddy. Like full on bawling, tears, inconsolable, the whole 9 yards. So my husband brings her in and he's like, I don't know what to do. I'd had a rough day and I'm like, okay. So I grabbed my Peace and Calming, shoved it up under her nose and said, here, baby, take a big deep breath. Does that smell good? Okay. So I put a little bit on her and we're cuddling and, you know, I'm trying to talk to her and she looks at me. She's like, can I have some more? Yeah. Gave her some more to smell. And finally it helped her calm herself down. So, yeah, I don't run out of Peace and Calming. It's amazing stuff. Here's another great one, Raven. So this is one that stays in my son's diffuser constantly. My little boy, poor baby, he struggles with sinus junk. In fact, I tend to struggle with sinus junk too. And so his sinus junk likes to drain out of his head and land in his chest. And he gets that nasty, hacky cough, or at least he did get that nasty, hacky cough that just lingers forever and ever and ever. And so we tried Raven in his diffuser, and that helped a lot. The thing that helped even better than Raven by itself was actually combining it with Thieves. So we put both in the diffuser, and instead of that nasty cough lingering forever, it was gone in like 2 days, and which was amazing. In fact, now they just came out with a Thieves chest rub, which, oh, man, it's been amazing. We use that, and it clears up his cough super fast. Love it. Anyway, frankincense. Y'all, frankincense is amazing. I have done videos on frankincense. I highly recommend you go back and watch them. In fact, I'll probably be linking a ton of videos throughout this whole thing. But frankincense is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Frankincense, of course, was one of the gifts given to Christ at his birth by the wise men. But if that's not special enough, I love frankincense. I didn't like the smell when I first got it. I do now. But it actually helps me focus. So I don't know how many of you like to chase squirrels in your head, especially like when you're listening to a sermon or when you're praying or when there's something you're supposed to be concentrating on and your brain's like, oh, look, there went a chicken. You know, whatever. So I am one of those people. It is hard for me to stay focused, but I find if I can inhale frankincense, preferably before I start chasing squirrels, there are much fewer squirrels for me to chase. So I really love frankincense. Really do. PanAway. That's this lovely blue bottle with the childproof cap. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that a couple of these do have childproof caps, and that is because they contain wintergreen. And wintergreen does tend to smell like candy to small children. And while oils are wonderful, we don't want anybody guzzling an entire bottle because it smells like candy. So hence the childproof caps on a couple of these that do contain wintergreen. But PanAway is amazing. I love it for muscles. Look, when spring is here and we have to dig ditches in our yard because it turns into soup or a swamp, or we dig ditches so that it doesn't become extra soupy or turn into a swamp. My muscles are not used to digging ditches. They are not. And so when I'm doing a lot of extra physical activity and my muscles are aching, a lot of times I love adding PanAway to Epsom salts and having a nice long soak because I love baths. You can also just add it straight to a massage oil like the V6 vegetable complex and rub it directly on your muscles. However that works for you. But PanAway is awesome for muscles. And that is primarily what I use it for. Digize. Alright, so this oil, not my favorite smell, quite frankly, but, not my favorite smell, but it works. Works amazing. And that di stands for digestion, so anything digestion related, this is what I'm grabbing. Usually I will rub it on orally, topically on my stomach, but there are times when I need a little extra and I will put this sucker in a capsule and I will ingest it because it is vitality and I can do that. But I find it is amazing for all things digestive. Just saying, this time of year, it's getting cold. I like drinking hot chocolate. My body doesn't always like milk. Digize is amazing. Just saying. All right, lemon oil. Y'all, we go through bottles of lemon at our house. I love lemon. We put it in our diffuser every night because my husband adores lemon as well. It smells fresh and uplifting, especially if you're stuck inside because it's cold or it's wet or it's nasty and you just need sunshine. This is like my liquid sunshine in a bottle. So emotionally, I find it very uplifting. Most of the citruses are, but I particularly love lemon. I love cooking with lemon. I love lemon pancakes. I love lemon blueberry muffins. I love lemon in my tea. especially my chamomile tea with a little bit of honey, let me tell you. Especially my throat's starting to feel a little lemon and honey in my tea. Amazing. So, I like lemon cakes. Anyway, you get the picture. I love lemon. Lemon's also great for getting like that sticky residue off of stuff because lemon's a great cleaner. I'm sure you've seen cleaners everywhere with the power of lemon. It's because it works. All right. So what else? Citrus Fresh. This is an amazing blend of citrus oils with just a hint of spearmint. This is actually my mother-in-law's absolute favorite. So she diffuses this thing all the time, and I can't say I blame her. It's very, very uplifting. Citrus oils are also very cleansing. This is another one that comes in a vitality. So if you find your body needs a little extra cleansing power, Citrus Fresh, awesome. Also great combined with Thieves for fall apple salad. Just saying. All right, I got 2 left, and they're my 2 favorites, so I saved them for last. First one is Stress Away. Name pretty much says it all. Stress Away. Love it. Smells like a vacation in a bottle. It really does. Kind of like a tropical getaway because it's got that vanilla in it with a little bit of lime. Smells great. Smells great. But seriously, as far as stress goes, so I know I've shared this story before. I'll share it again real quick. But when my son first came home, he was doing everything he knew how to do to try and see how firm those boundaries were because he wasn't used to firm boundaries. And let me tell you, he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Anyway, so he was pushing. And my stuff-o-meter was pegged out. Like I had it past the eyeballs. I was done because this kid was just pushing so hard. So I ran for the Stress Away, and I put some under my nose, and I put some on the back of my neck, and I put some on my temples, and I inhaled it, and I just slathered it everywhere. And y'all, that stuff-o-meter that was pegged out, I noticed it started to come down. So instead of being up to here, I was like more down here, which was good because instead of seeing a small child who was deliberately trying to drive me crazy, I was able to see a small child who was hurting. So, yeah, Stress Away is I love this oil. For that very reason, it will always, always, always be one of my favorites. All right, and the last oil that comes in the kit is Valor. Again, the name pretty much says it all. Valor is, I think of this thing as like my liquid courage. There are times when I just have trouble getting over myself to do something that needs to be done. And when I need to remember that I'm quite brave, this is the oil that I reach for. Because the truth is, God made us all brave, right? He didn't give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of courage. And sometimes I need a little help finding my courage. And that's where this bad boy comes in. So Valor is very balancing. Very, very balancing. In fact, I've started putting it in my belly button every morning to try and help myself center, which has been pretty cool, actually. So, all right, the kit, let me not get too far off track, comes with a diffuser of your choice, these 12 oils, and then some samples. It comes with some hand sanitizer, which actually isn't a sample, it's a full 1 ounce hand sanitizer. Some Thieves spray, so it's a little spray bottle with Thieves, great for anything on the go. And let's face it, right now we all want to sanitize everything because we are heading into flu season. And then it comes with a couple of 2 ounce packets of Ningxia Red, which is an amazing full total body supplement. It's a great source of natural energy. In fact, that's why I started drinking it. And I will link to some videos that talk about Ningxia Red and my experience, like with my eyes, why I no longer wear glasses, stuff like that. Pretty cool. I highly recommend you check those out if you have not seen them yet. So this is how I got started with Young Living. I bought this big premium starter kit with the diffuser and the oils and the ninja packets. But why? Why did I go that route? Well, because when I started, for me, it was the most cost-effective way to start. Not that I didn't try something else first. So here's my story, how I got started. I was talking with my best friend, and she makes some amazing DIYs with her oils. And I had been using her DIYs, and you know what? I got tired of bumming off of her. I really did. And I'm like, hey girl, can I just buy these oils from you and I'll make my own DIYs? And she's like, well, sure, you can, but honestly, this kit has most of the stuff you want in it anyway, and it's probably cheaper. So she actually ran the numbers for me, and she was absolutely right. The kit had just about everything I wanted in it, and it was cheaper than buying the oils that I wanted individually. So, you know, we did a little horse trading, and I got what I wanted and all the things. But that's how I got my kit, because it was cost effective. And you know what? It still is. If you saw my video on essential oils on a budget, you already know what an amazing value this kit is and why it's a great deal financially. But y'all, this thing, the oils that come in it are specifically designed to support every body system you have. Every body system with one kit. So that's, you know, on my mental days, when I need a mental break, I'm grabbing Stress Away or frankincense or Valor. When my immune system needs support, I'm going for my Thieves or my frankincense or both. You know, my respiratory system, when I need respiratory support, I'm reaching for a Raven. I might put it in my diffuser, or you know, apply some to my chest because it smells so good. And I find that it's easier for me to breathe when I use it. You know, when my muscles are aching, I'm going to grab PanAway. When my kidneys need a little love, I'm going to throw some lemon vitality in my water. You know, it just, all of the systems, all of the support, one kit, amazing deal, great way to get started. And I know some people look at this kit and they get intimidated because it's so much. I mean, there's 12 oils in there. Y'all, you don't have to use all 12 oils on day one. Start slow. Start slow. Open up a couple of bottles. See which ones you like the smell of. Start with that. Throw some in your diffuser. Make your house smell amazing. You know? We're in this together. Together. If you need help, that is what I'm here for. You know, I've got tons of resources that I love to share. And YouTube videos just happens to be one of those. The whole point is you're never going to get anywhere if you don't take the first step, right? How's a journey start? With the first step. And then you take another, and then you take another, and then you take another. Never going to get anywhere if you don't take the first step. For me, my first step was buying this kit. And it has led to amazing places. I am 38 years old, and I am in better health at almost 40 than I was in my teens and my 20s. Straight up. I am. I feel better. I look better. You know, my skin is amazing. And it's just because I finally started. I started learning and I started acting on what I was learning. And that's what it takes. You know, you can listen to something and learn it all day long, but if you don't act on it, that knowledge isn't going to do you any good. I learned about chemicals in my food. I learned about fragrances. I learned about toxins and how my body was reacting to all this stuff. And you know what? Bit by bit, I started cutting it out. And bit by bit, my health has amazingly improved. And not just me, it's my family as well. And it's friends that I've seen start their journeys. So everybody's got to start somewhere. And if you are ready, this kit is a great place to start. And if not this kit, there are others that can also be very beneficial. Find the one that works for you. Not sure? Talk to me. I'll help you. All right, guys. That was what I wanted to chat about this morning, was just a great way to get started. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.